commentary box today is a new face to the Project One commentary team. It is Viper Z. Viper, how are you today, mate?
I'm great. Good evening, BK. How are you?
Yeah, we have some great racing ahead of us in these Sauber Mercedes C9s. So these are classic LMP1 style cars. And we have two races today to be looking at, Viper. Obviously the first one here at St. Croix, and then a second one at Le Mans, a place which is incredibly fitting.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. I think St. Croix being one of the GT Sport original tracks, of course, new to this game in particular, it's a place that not a lot of us really know, so getting around here is going to be a real challenge for a lot of these drivers, but it's probably a track that suits the C9 quite well. Not a lot of runoff, very brutal on power, and you've got to really wrap your head around this place to go well.
Yeah, and you'll see in the top left, Viper, there's, we'll be doing 5 laps around here, and you think 5 laps, that's not that long, but it is is just under a 3-minute lap around here, so we will be here for a decent amount of time, but we'll stop with the rambling now. I'll quickly run us through the grid order. So on pole position we have our championship leader LR Amazing Hour, Viper Z in second, Ridwan in third, Dynamite in fourth, the Stone Tail in fifth, Twanlu in 6th, Curving Texas in 7th, Orphan Drop in 8th, Christopher in his first ever Project 1 race is in 9th, Candy Cane rounding out the top 10, Psycho Bacala in 11th, Banana Cake Pie in 12th, Wags in 13th, Charles Leclerc 82 in 14th, and KD 1997 rounds off the field. But Viper, let's get this race going in 3, 2, 1, go.
Lovely, looking forward to it. Of course, this will be a standing start for these guys. Looking for the lights now. 3, 4, 5. And off they go. A lot of these guys just struggling to get the power down. This car, of course, very difficult to launch. And Viper and Amazing Hour going head to head in the corner. Viper's just taken the lead into the left here. Keeps it all clean. A lot of scrambling going on.
Yeah, watching these cars just flying as quickly as what they have. Viper has eaten a lot of wall by the looks of it. I'll try get an eye on him. Yeah, fair bit of damage there. Amazing Hour though, surviving. And he's already built himself a nice handy gap there to Ridwan. And Curving Texas, who's gotten himself up into third already. So a great start there by the Project 1 GT Season 1 Drivers Champion.
Charles Leclerc, they're going real deep under brakes. Just
how on earth has Charles Leclerc got up the fourth? An incredible start by him.
Oh, he's well up there now. He's escaped damage. Oh, as he just touches the wall there. Psycho all over the back of him. Can't take a breath at the moment.
Yeah, very, very hectic. Early on, I thought I almost saw Curving into the wall, but not quite there. Psycho with damage there. Dynamite with damage there. I think they might have hit each other at some point. I'm not entirely sure. Twan Lu in 7th. He almost won at Tsukuba last week in those Roadsters. Could he get a win tonight? We'll have to find out, as Christopher on debut down the inside of Banana Cake Pie up into 8th, and Viper Z, he started on the front row and he's dropped all the way down to P9.
Yeah, it's been a shocking start.
Oh, straight to the back of Dynamite as well.
Up in the concertina. Wow. This is not the start he would have wanted from the front row, as he sees Amazing Hour and Ruin disappear. Dynamite checks up too. Candy Cane straight in the back of him.
Yeah, this is a very chaotic start. There's Dynamite and Kane side by side. Dynamite's off into the grass slightly as they head across this bridge now here in this battle for 10th. Banana Cake Pie and Dynamite. We know the bit of the feud that these two have had in recent weeks over in Project 1 GT, but Banana Cake Pie down the inside up into the top 10. And I want to... Oh, yeah, he has a fair bit of damage, but I'd like to point out the great drive so far. He's gained 10 places. Charles Leclerc 82.
Yeah, it's been a great start from him. We're only halfway through the first lap, and look what he's gained. He's got Twanlu for company now down the back straight, who makes quick work of him without that area damage. So Twanlu now surely just disappears off into the distance, but look at the gap his top 3 have got. What a start for those guys.
Yeah, Curving's on his own, Ridwan's on his own, and Amazing Hour even further ahead on his own. One of Project 1's Gran Turismo driver coaches. So this is just a prime example of how good Amazing Hour is. Let's not talk about the other driver coach at the moment because he's down in 7th, but... you know, still with the damage though, Viper. Oh, Christopher! What the fuck have I just seen? I've just seen Banana's car jump into the air.
Oh, actually, Banana and Chris off on the wall now.
I don't know if you saw what I saw, but the stream definitely saw it.
I must have missed that one. I was just jumping back to them, but I didn't see anything odd.
Alright, so when you go back and look through this, get to the later half of the first lap, because Banana Cake Pie does a bunny hop.
I will take a mental note of that one.
So no idea how Banana, where is Banana actually? He has a lot of damage. I was going to say no idea how he survived that bunny hop, but he's in the pits now as Viper and Charles. I never thought I'd be you know, calling this battle in my life, but here we are. Viper Z coming up on the inside of Charles, Claire 82. Viper with the inside line. Can he get him on the brakes? Both these cars running damage, and it seems like Viper has gotten through. So Viper Z, he started P2, dropped down towards the back, and he's already back up into 5th.
Yeah, just the foot is hard down onto damage limitation. Charles Leclerc into the wall in the background, and Psycho rear ends him. Oh, it's all going wrong for Charles. He's
is off in the gravel trap.
Oh no. Oh, and he cops on from Dynamite too, who then just manages to save a spin. Wow.
Yeah, so some great car control there. Christopher and Orphan Drop battling it out for P10. And Candy Cane actually is up into 6th, so he has a bit of damage, but he's had a bit of a quiet start as well. And yeah, this top 3, not really much to cover for them there, because those 3 have just, you know, they're in a different postcode right now. They are just off in their own little race.
Well, I think at this stage you can pretty much think of the top 7 as their own little race. They're sort of all spaced out. They're all just trying to run their own thing. Even Dynamite in 8th is, you know, a fair way ahead of anyone else, of Chris and Knight. So. Oh,
Dynamite hitting the wall there. Oh, he's around. You've jinxed. Oh. You have jinxed that one very much there, Viper. The commentator's curse if I've ever seen one. As no. He puts it in the wall, trying to turn the car back around too. But if we look at the battle for last, actually, everyone's least favourite Project 1 GT team owners are Stone Tell and Banana Cake Pie. I'm duking it out right here.
Yeah, look, they're nowhere near as good as the Revo or the BK Motorsport ones, but...
And they're nowhere near as popular as a Team Max Speed owner, so...
Yeah, we'll go with that. See Dynamite there, just dropping towards these two who are... Evidently, I think they pitted on the first lap.
Yeah, they both pitted for repairs on lap 1. They weren't really interested in running around for the next 4 laps with that car damage, and I don't blame them. As Prezzo, he has a good run here on Dynamite. Dynamite carrying a lot of damage. Prezzo around the outside, and he's up into 13th. And yeah, Banana's about to catch up to Dynamite. And you know, we saw what happened with these two at Bathurst in Project 1 GT, and Banana around the outside. So a clean overtake there, unlike some of their previous encounters.
Yeah, nice to see that at least for that overtake they buried the hatchet. We don't really want to see anything go wrong between those two anymore, so hopefully some more clean racing as we jump out to Charles Leclerc, who has unfortunately found the wall again just ahead of these guys.
That's no good.
So from a brilliant start, he has just plummeted down the field once again, which is a real shame to see.
Yeah, always. Yeah, I think that's just back down to reality for him as Christopher brings his Sauber Mercedes into the pit lane as... Yeah, a lot of the guys towards the front here are relatively split out, or spread apart. No one's really close at all. As always, contact at the back. Charles Leclerc and Dynamite crash coming out of the final quarter. Both those cars now electing to come into the pit lane. And you know, we're almost at the halfway point of this race, Viper, and there's been a lot of action so far.
Yeah, it's sort of never-ending, isn't it? When you put a high-powered car like this amongst a field of drivers who, you know, on an uncommon track and an uncommon car, you're bound to have some mistakes happen, and honestly, it's impossible to call these ones without something happening at any minute.
Yeah, and one thing I've noticed as well is that Ridwan at some point has picked up some front aero and suspension damage there, so that might hamper his pace, that might allow Curving Texas to catch up, as it seems like his tyres are in slightly better condition as well, so that might be a battle for us to watch out for there. As Twanlu as well in 4th, could he make a run at Curving Texas and the podium again? Something that we will have to wait and see, but I think a battle for P8 between Orphan Drop and Wags. Oh, I was about to say it's going to start and develop, but Orphan Drop's put it into the wall.
Terrible timing there for Jackie in the Orphan Drop entry as he tries to throw it back into Wags.
And this is why we keep Jack in the commentary box and not on the racetrack.
Too true. Oh, he's under a lot of pressure now, and he's lost that position. A lot of damage to this Tag Heuer-backed car.
Yeah, it was Wags. Oh, Wags! Oh, you
no.
lose. And there's another. I've just seen another.
I saw that one. I saw that one.
How on earth has Orphan Drop survived that one? But with these two squabbling it out, KD's joined the battle.
Yeah, KD puts his nose in there. He goes, hello, I want a piece of this action. He's got 8th place there. KD carrying a bit of front aero damage as well as front left suspension.
Oh, Jack trying to defend Wags there, getting very dicey. Are they 3 wide heading into this? A 3-man drag race. Will KD, Wags or Orphan Drop get the run there? And it looks like KD has gotten the upper hand there over the Kiwi and the West Aussie.
Yeah, really tight stuff there. You always know that you're in for it when they're going 3 wide at 340 kilometers an hour. But Jim's not done with him. He wants to have a touch with KD. He's not had his way with him yet, but KD carrying damage. Just got to assume maybe Wags will come back at him at some stage. There's still 2 laps to go here at St. Croix.
Yeah, Wags as well. Despite all the wars he's gotten in Viper, no damage so far as KD's gone wide. Wags back into 8th.
Yeah, very nice move from Wags there. Of course, KD making the mistake and Wags recognised it and got it done.
And it looks like, yeah, Jackie Prez in the background there coming into the pits, so he will be surrendering his place in the top 10. And I was going to say to his brother, the Stone Tower, but he's put it in the wall, but he's elected to stay out. So he's not interested in coming into the pits again, so Prezzo will take that last spot in the top 10 as... Looking around the field again, seems like the battles have died down for now, but could KD catch up to Wags?
Oh, it's possible. KD's been lapping relatively consistency both times, actually within 200ths of each other. So crazy consistency there from KD, despite the damage he's carrying.
Yeah, we know KD quite well here in Project One. We know that he's a very determined racer, and last couple of seasons of Project One GT haven't been too friendly to him, but he's hoping to use this mini championship as an opportunity to maybe refine his mojo, refine his confidence and get some solid results like we've seen in the past, as obviously this is his debut here in the mini championship, and right now running in P9 with P8 just in his sights.
Yeah, absolutely. As Wags there with a bit of a bunny hop. Don't know if you saw that one.
Oh, I missed that one unfortunately, but what is up with this today? Yeah, I can't explain that, but like you said, the mini championship's been a fantastic place just for these drivers to hone their abilities and just try and brush up on a couple of things they might not be happy with for the Project One GT series. So I think it's a great opportunity for these guys to, you know, race door to door without the massive implications of ruining a championship battle and have a bit of fun at the same time. Yeah, exactly. It allows the guys to, you know, call off a little bit of steam, get to drive some cars on some tracks that maybe they're not going to be entirely familiar in. And if you look at track map Viper, Amazing Hour, he's a long way ahead now. And if I look at the live timing, the gap's up to 21.8 seconds.
Yeah, he's checked out, hasn't he? That damage for Ridwan definitely hampering him. He's got Curving Texas now absolutely closing in on him at 4.5 seconds a lap.
Oh, and Ridwan goes into the grass there as well. Able to save it though. And it looks like he hasn't really lost much time. But yeah, that gap between Rib1 and Curving Texas has definitely gone down significantly, and we could be on for a last lap battle here between these two.
That's the thing, Curving can see him now in his sights as we come through the penultimate corner now, so Tuanlu probably a little bit far back to make anything work, but Ridwan will be thinking defensively now. He's got every bit of pressure that Curving will ever want to put on anyone on him right now. Yeah,
that's it. And also, we've seen Ridwan in some clutch, clutch one-on-one scenarios before. We've seen him crumble under pressure, most famously at that Nürburgring 250 in the final ever D&E GT race when he made that mistake coming out second carousel and lost out to the Smeg. Can Ridwan redeem himself in these one-on-one type of situations, or can Curving Texas take second from him? As Curving Texas, he's going to go down the inside into turn 3, and it looks like, oh, nope, Curving Texas down the inside, up into second. But Ridwan's going to try and stick it around the outside. He gets a better exit, and now Ridwan down the inside.
Gonna say it's not done yet. These two are dicing at the moment. Ridwan trying to hold that inside line with a crippled car. He will do everything he can. He's an experienced bloke, this Ridwan, despite being only 16 years old. So he will throw everything he can into trying to hold this second place.
Yeah, rumour has it he's a 16-year-old from Perth, but As Rib1 holding on now to Curving Texas. This battle for second Viper is going to be heating up, and there's still about another 2 minutes left in this lap. There's so much of this lap left.
Yeah, there's a lot of places where Rid1 can throw it away, but he's holding on for now. They're a minute 20 into this lap time now, and Rid1, so far, I don't think he's showing any cracks.
Yeah, they're coming up to this right-hander though, just before the bridge. Seen a few drivers make mistakes there tonight, and it seems like both of them have gotten through unscathed as they come across this this beautiful bridge. As now Curving Texas is going to get a run on Rid1 down the inside on the brakes, and it looks like Curving Texas has gotten the job done. Oh, but he loses the rear end slightly, and that could allow Rid1 to get a good run here coming out this right-hander before the long back straight.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Rid1, oh, as he just puts it in the wall. No, I was about to say, Rid1, he didn't defend it at all coming over the bridge, and surely he was thinking just sit in the slipstream and pass him back down this straight, but that's all been undone by that work at the hairpin.
Yeah, and it looks like Twanlu and Viper Z are going to be dicing out for fourth, but coming around the final few corners now, LR Amazing Hour. He was leading this championship despite not winning a race yet, but he's won a race now. Amazing Hour with an amazing victory, fastest lap and P1 here in this race. We'll drop back down to fourth now between Twanlu and Viper Z. Twanlu running no damage, Viper Z still nursing the damage that he sustained quite early on. Can Viper get a run at him? We'll have to wait and see. But Curving Texas, it seems like he has been able to pull away from Rid1. Just, you know, keeping it clean, and it's giving him the results. Curving Texas will cross the line in second, and Rid1's going to get third, and I don't think Viper's going to be able to get Twanlu in time.
Yeah, just a little far back. The damage ended up hampering Viper, despite setting his personal best lap time at the final lap.
Yeah, and speaking of personal best, Candy Cane in sixth, that is his best ever finish in any Project 1 competition here on GT Sport. So that's something he can definitely be proud of as Psycho. In his second week here in Project 1, he will cross the line in position 7. And it looks like Wags as well is going to get his first ever top 10 finish as well in Project 1. He will cross the line in position 8.
Yeah, not a bad job from Wags there. He kept the nose clean, didn't get any damage done. And that's come through for a solid top 10 finish.
Yeah, KD and Prezzo as well now coming across the line in 9th and 10th. Jackie Prez, the voice of Project 1 GT, coming across the line now in 11th. And now we're really getting to the point where these guys towards the back end of the field are really just driving around on their own, just looking to pick up what's left of the points as Banana Cake Pie, the infamous Banana Cake Pie. It won't be a hashtag P1 banana, but will be a hashtag P12 banana. As he brings his Sauber Merc home in 12th, as Christopher is in the wall. And could we see Charles Leclerc make a late overtake on him? No, because we've run out of time.
Well,
so we've lost that battle. That is absolutely devastating.
I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, I really feel like Charles Leclerc has been robbed here. I think we need to get justice for Charles going on in the chat there. I think he really could have gotten past Christopher there, but that is race 1 of 2. We will quickly get this Le Mans replay loaded up for you all, and then we'll get on to our second race of the day.
It was an interesting one, wasn't it? What did you think in terms of who did a drive-worthy driver of the day?
In that particular race, look, I don't remember where Curving started, but Curving drove well. Obviously, Amazing Hour winning by, you know, the margin he did. You can't count that one out either, but there are also some breakout performances as well from the likes of Wags and especially Kane. So I think there are a lot of contenders, but I just don't think I can ignore the margins he won by. So I'd have to go Amazing Hour.
Yeah, don't think I could agree with you. Oh, yes, that. Don't think I could agree with you more, to be honest. Amazing Hour put in a stunning display to win that one by, was a margin of 26 seconds in the end?
Something pretty big. I can get confirmation on that one actually in a quick second, because I believe are you still loading up your replay there, Viper?
I'm all set.
Oh, you're all set? Alright, well, I'll quickly get that gap up anyway, because Curving did send it to me on the night of the race. 34.3 seconds, that was how much. Amazing how one by in a 5-lap race.
Exactly right, that's just unreal consistency and speed from Amazing Hour, and what else do you expect to see from the championship leader?
Yeah, and I also got some confirmation there from our Curving Texas, a bit of an explanation as to why we're seeing these bunny hops Viper. And it's because he runs the the cone braking assist, and obviously we're on Curving's replay. So whenever someone drives over these cones, I think he sees bunny hops like that. But obviously I don't run that assist, so I can't confirm nor deny that. But we're obviously here now in Le Mans. I'll quickly run us through the grid. It is essentially a reverse grid of the previous race, but just to give you guys a bit of a refresher, it is Dynamite on pole, Charles Leclerc in second, Christopher in third, Banana Cake Pie in fourth, Orphan Drop in fifth, the Stone Tail in sixth. So we have a twin brother affair on the third row that could get very interesting later on. KD in seventh, Wags in eighth, Psycho in ninth, Kane in 10th, Viper in 11th, Twanlu in 12th, Ridwan in 13th, Curving Texas in 14th. Championship leader Amazing Hour in 15th, and joining us for this second race of the night is the Smeg, rounding out the grid in 16th. So we have 16 drivers, Viper, and take us away at the lights in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Dynamite will be starting off pole. This will be a little bit unfamiliar to him, but we'll see how he goes. All the revs building, we'll see who gets the whole shot, and they're off. Dynamite just spinning him up, Charles Leclerc just edging him off at the line now. Banana Cake Pie getting a great launch in third, but down in the back of the whole shot, I think Vipers has jumped 3 spots already to be behind KD. These guys are dicing, someone's off already, very close in the back. I think it's Psycho into the back of Ridwan there, and they're all getting shuffled wide.
KD's around, Twanlu's around.
Oh, and so does Psycho as well, exit of 3.
Oh, so yeah, 2 of our international drivers there. We got one Brit, one American, both around. Dynamite able to get off to a fantastic lead there. Oh, Leclerc's in the wall, and Charles Leclerc is around, and he's in the fence with damage. But we'll quickly get back on now to the start of the Mulsanne straight, because Dynamite and Banana, they were battling for last, but now they're battling for first.
Yeah, what a way to turn the tables. Dynamite, no matter the lead he was going to get there, he was always going to have Banana Cake Pie for company this long straight. Just a sucker for slipstream, and overtaking with that is interesting. We'll see into the braking zone here. Dynamite goes really deep, and Banana almost losing his braking marker. Wasn't quite sure where to pull it up, and look who is knocking on their door now.
Yeah, the other GT Sport driver coach, Viper Z, obviously the first race wasn't it wasn't the greatest show of his ability, but I think here at Le Mans we could see these fortunes change for him, as Banana I think he's trying to weave and off-put Viper a little bit, but it's not going to phase him. Viper Z trying to send it down the inside. Banana's had to go to the escape road, and Dynamite runs wide himself, so Viper Z with the double overtake. He's gained 10 places here in 100 seconds.
Literally, less than 100 seconds and 10 places, so...
Yeah, and Ridwan's in second as well, so excellent stuff there by the recently crowned Project 1 GT Season 4 Enduro Cup champion.
Yeah, and of course, well done to Ridwan. If we haven't said it already, it was a stunning Enduro campaign from him. An Orphan Drop, he's well in the sand back there.
Oh, this is why he's in the commentary box and not on the racetrack.
Oh, he must have thought the comms box
that's
was
what
back there.
KD's off in the background as well.
Oh no, it's all happening.
And Wags is off now as well.
KD spun it trying to rejoin. Oh no.
Oh, this is absolutely disastrous, as there's a pretty expensive car park going down the back there. I've got word... Oh, someone's off in the background. That's the Stone Tail. Oh, he's rejoined in a very dicey location there, but it seems like everyone's gotten around him perfectly fine.
Yeah, Kane just being forced wide at the last minute, but they all seem to just get by him. Curving now with a huge gap to overcome ahead to Amazing Hour, and they're all just spaced out the top 4 now.
Yeah, Amazing Hour as well. He's gone from 15th to 4th, Ridwan from 13th to 2nd, Viper Z from 11th to 1st, and Curving Texas from 14th to 5th. So some real great starts there from some of the top drivers here in Project 1, and obviously the Smeg going from 16th to P7.
Yeah, they're not messing around at the back here, are they? They want to get stuff done. Dynamite hanging on in third is bloody commendable as well. He's got a lot of talent around him, and he's just managed to hold his own.
Yeah, well, we know that Dynamite as well. He is an incredibly talented driver, one of the best. Yet to obtain a race victory in Project 1 GT. It is a hot debate right now between it's either him or Timmer as to who the best driver is yet to win in Project 1 GT, and the answer always changes depending on who you ask. But Amazing Hour up into third, and now he has Rid1 and Vipers to try and hunt down.
Yeah, I think these three will go at it. Dynamite just opting to cut the corner there rather than try and take it. He spins it up on the exit there. He's amassed a second's worth of penalties now, so not the greatest opening lap going from first to fourth, but I don't think he'll be too disappointed either way.
Yeah, you think about the three people who have overtaken Dynamite as well, and you know, I think starting from pole, he probably wanted to try and hold on to the lead, but I don't think there's any shame in losing to any of these three guys.
Absolutely not, but I think it'll be eyes behind now as he's got Curving, Banana, Smeg, Candy Cane, and Stonetail, and Twan Lu rounding up the top 10. They will all be trying to hunt him down to take that fourth spot.
Yeah, Banana and Smeg battling it for sixth. Banana, he's starting the wave again, trying to put Smeggy off. He's going to make Smeg go around the outside, and he gets it done into the first chicane. So Smeg now up in the sixth, and we know how good the Smeg is.
Great move from Smeggy. He kept his cool there. Banana didn't want to make it easy for him, but he had eyes on the braking marker and just sailed around his outside. Very professional.
Yeah, beautiful overtake there by the Smeg, and we know that the Smeg as well, he's one of the best endurance racers we have in Project 1 GT, with the best career finish around Le Mans of P2, which he got in Season 4, so we know that Smeg can get the job done around here, but can he do it in 4 laps? That's the question.
Yeah, it'd be easier said than done. I mean, anytime you put these Group C cars around Le Mans, you never know what's going to happen. And I'm sure for Curving and Dynamite, they'll just want to try and keep it between the white lines. But, you know, Smeggy will be giving it his all, and he's one of our specialists in terms of these tracks, so I wouldn't count him out.
Yeah, that's exactly right there. As you can see in that same camera shot, Dynamite and Curving Texas, not far up the road from the Smeg as a top 3, very much like the first race of the night. Just they're off in a race of their own with some decent gaps between them. But you know, we have a decent battle here heating up here. I mean, looks like Smeg's starting to gain slightly on Curving Texas, and Banana Cake Pie and Candy Cane as well, able to hang on as Banana almost sent it on him there at Indianapolis.
Yeah, he thought about it, didn't he? I think he just got a little crossed up in the braking zone and probably gave Smeg the fright of his life at just over 200 kilometers now.
Kane's off!
Oh.
But no damage, he saves it to an extent, but he's got Prezzo hunting him down now.
Prezzo as well, didn't even notice this.
Off.
Oh, they're all coming
and he's put it in the fence fully now. I think he's got on the gas a little bit too early there, and we could see Christopher try and capitalise and take a top 10 finish.
Yeah, it's all happening down there. Indianapolis to Arnage, always a difficult section, but these guys just struggling with it maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah, as we'll move our way back up towards the field, and it looks like a battle for 5th will develop very shortly because Smeg is hunting down Curving by the corner.
He is too, and importantly so, Amazing Hour seems to have just gotten by Rid1 at some point over that lap. So
oh yeah, he has.
Championship leader now going to be trying to hunt down the other driver coach, Viper Z.
Yeah, it will be a great battle if Amazing Hour can catch up to Viper. I'll get a quick update on the gap between them. It's 4.5 seconds. And, you know, Viper's no slouch, neither's Amazing Hour. So I think Amazing Hour is really going to have to drive the wheels off this thing if he wants to get back-to-back wins here in this round.
Yeah, look, you won't count him out, of course. Amazing Hour, you don't really need to speak about his pedigree. He's a manufacturer series champion. He's one of Subaru's top flights at the moment, the international stage, and at the moment, his only focus is trying to get his second win in the Project 1 Mini Championship Series.
Yeah, he's arguably... I don't think it's even arguably, he is the most decorated driver we have here in Project 1 eSports, and with Viper Z and Rid1 not far behind, so we know the absolute class and, you know, just the ability of that top 3. Dynamite holding is all in 4th, but the battle for 5th, it's going to start heating up now because Smeg is in slipstream range. Yeah,
it's here now. Smeggy, of course, in slipstream range. Like you said, that is about 8 tenths with these cars at this truck, and with the long straights ahead, that is always going to be an overtaking opportunity.
Yeah, and these two as well. These two are championship rivals in Project 1 GT this season as well. They're battling for second in that championship, and they're going to be duking it out here in Le Mans for P5 in this race. So these two, they're no strangers to battling each other, and we might see a classic Curving versus Smeg battle here tonight.
Yeah, we always see it, don't they? They just sort of magnetise together. Banana in the background too, just sort of cutting the second Mulsanne chicane. 3 seconds of penalties now for Banana Cake Pie, so he won't be happy with himself.
Smeg down the inside, late move on Curving Texas. Curving's gone slightly wide, but he's able to keep it on the tarmac, and the Smeg up in the 5th.
Fair game from Smeggy there. He was a long way up, and it seems like Curving just turned in a little early, but I'm sure he'll be trying to throw one back at Smeggy at the earliest convenience.
Yeah, we know the absolute fight that Curving Texas has. He's had a bit of a career resurgence in the last season, driving for the Banana Cake Pie Racing Division.
Oh, Smeggy's off!
Smeg.
Oh.
He's overshot at Indianapolis. Oh, and he's lost it trying to get back on the gas. 1.5 second time penalty as well. Additionally, the cop there. That could bring Banana Cake Pie back into contention here for P6.
Yeah, he'll see Smeggy ahead. He knows he's got that penalty. No damage to either car at the moment, but Banana, he'll be pushing for this final lap. Of course, only 4 laps at the Circuit de la Sarthe this time around, so they've got 1 more after they cross this line to change their positions. Yeah, and Kane there in 8th as well, driving I was about to say driving a flawless race with no damage, but he's gone into the gravel there, but he's relatively fine. Prezzo there in 9th, Christopher Ferrick up into the top 10 with Tuan Lu in 11th, KD in 12th, Wags in 13th, Orphan Drop in 14th, and I can confirm as well that Charles Clare 82 and Psycho Bacala are both out of this race here at Le Mans. But Viper Z, he started his last lap, and he has 1 more trip around Le Mans before he can pick up his first win of the Mini Championship, which would mean, Viper, 4 different winners in the first 4 races. How good's that? It really just shows how much of a competitive field we have going here. These guys in all different sorts of car classes at very different tracks. They just sort of mix it up, and look at the stack of winners that we've got so far. Yeah, obviously Ridwan and the Stone Tower, the FP Autosport boys, won last week. Amazing Hour won earlier tonight, but Kirby's up in the 4th. Where did that come from? Dynamite must have made a mistake somewhere, because Curving is now the one with the best shot at being closest to these top 3. Yeah, and remember, these two battled for a race win at Sardinia earlier this season in Project 1 GT. It was Curving Texas who got the best of that battle that night, but who will get the best of the battle tonight between Curving and Dynamite? P4 on the line, Curving tries to hold it, loses the back end, has to resort to cutting the corner slightly, which will give Dynamite the advantage. And is Curving out of the slipstream range there after that mistake? He is way too far back as Curving Texas. He's just misjudged the braking. Such a simple mistake to make when you're going at that speed, but he's well more than a second back from Dynamite now, and he's going to have to pull out something special if he wants to try him again. Yeah, and obviously Smeg as well. We see him in the background. And is he too far back? I think he might be, but, you know, it's been proven just any mistakes from these guys, and, you know, in this pack, and you'll have someone right on your rear end as going back on board with Viper. He still has his lead over Amazing Hour, who's gone purple at the moment. He'll be looking to take those fastest lap points here in this motor race. Ridwan, a solid drive, a lonely drive, but a solid drive in 3rd. Dynamite and Curving still battling it out for 4th. And it looks like Curving's gained that time back on Dynamite. He has. Really strong in the braking zone from Mulsanne corner was Curving Texas, and he will be right on Dynamite's rear bumper coming into Indianapolis and Arnage. Yeah, we saw Banana and Smeg try and do this corner earlier, battling, and they made a mistake. Well, Banana made a mistake. Dynamite is going to hold on because Curving backs out slightly, but he serves his penalty, which is a crucial aspect here, because at the moment Curving can finish behind Dynamite if it stays this close, and Curving Texas would still leave this race with 4th position. He would, and I think he's keeping that into consideration, but he's trying to get the overlap done. Dynamite makes one move, and Curving Texas now alongside. We're about to head into the Porsche curves. Can he get it done before then, or is this battle going to stretch into the final sector? Dynamite knows he's got the inside line. All he's got to do is hold it, and he does so really well. Dynamite just chopping the nose off, making sure that Curving can't get anywhere else with the run he's got. Oh, just hitting the wall there. It's really awkward going into the final sector. And as this is all going on,
Yeah, Viper wins. Congratulations, mate. Fastest lap there. And it looks like Amazing Al's taking it. So Amazing Al takes those bonus points, but Viper's Ed takes the win. And Ridwine's going to finish third as he loses the back end coming around the final corner. Podium for him. And now it's a three-way battle for fourth. Curving Texas is through. And Smeg around the outside.
What a move from Smeggy. Where did he come from?
He came out of absolute nowhere. It was Banana Cake Pie will finish in seventh, just keeping his car intact there. And Candy Cane, another solid result here tonight. He came P6 in the first race and now P8.
It's been a set of really good results from Candy Cane, crossing the line with a 2-second penalty, but plenty out of Tuan Lu.
As Tuan Lu, he has gotten his way up into ninth off camera. Last time we checked he was in 11th, but he's coming into these final couple of corners, and it will be P9 for the Brit as the Stone Towel losing the back end there, but he crosses the line in 10th. And Christopher Eric on debut, in his debut week, he will finish 11th.
He will. KD behind in 12th. These guys have had a bit of a troublesome race around the fearsome French circuit. In behind a fair
and
way
I've seen
back.
another bunny hop there from Christopher Eric. That must be
Oh, you're kidding.
the cone scenario that Curving was talking about. Maybe we should never use his replays again, as KD. KD is going to cross the line in P12, and Orphan drops in 13th, and Wags is in 14th. I'm not sure if the replay is going to cut this off, but maybe it will, maybe it won't. Who knows? But anyway, it's been an absolutely fantastic round, hasn't it, Viper?
I think it was a difficult round. These guys would have learnt a lot over the course of the couple of races that we had. Being such a high-powered car at difficult circuits, there's bound to be mistakes, and these guys have learnt the hard way.
Yeah, we've seen some great action tonight, and I'll quickly run us through the top 5 of the Drivers' Championship. So it is Amazing Hour in the lead, like we said, was a 36-point lead over Ridwan in second, Curving Texas in third, the Stone Towel in fourth, still holding on to that after his win last week at Tsukuba, and Tuan Lu in P5. And Viper, next week we're in the KDM Crossbows, and we'll be at the short layout of Kyoto and the south outer loop of Tokyo Expressway, so two very different tracks there.
Yeah, very exciting. Those are, again, like you say, two very different tracks, but two places that require a real niche ability with the KTM to actually get any time out of them. So if these guys don't do their practice and don't do a little bit of research, I think you'll find a few of them caught out by just how different they are to drive.
Yeah, that will be a great round, I am sure. But obviously, here in this mini championship, we like to experiment with a few things. You know, experiment with a few cars, experiment with a few tracks, and we're going to experiment with a few commentators as well, Viper, because you and I are both getting kicked out of the commentary box next week.
We've been fenced, haven't we?
Yeah, and we will be bringing in Curving Texas and Blocky Rex. So both of them will be making their debuts here on the Project One channel. So show them some love next week in those crossbows. But I have been BKXI. Viper, do you have any parting comments?
I've also been BKXI.
Alright, you're also BKXI. We're all BKXI. This has been Project One, and good night, everybody.